Welcome back to Eat Well, Live Well. I'm Nancy.
And I'm Susan.
One day we're going to mix it up just for fun. And if you haven't caught our other two episodes, make sure you do, because we are in our summer cooling salad series.
So good.
And we are wrapping it up today with literally a dish that is summer in a bowl. If you were gonna go, what's summer? This is it. This is summer in a bowl. It's our Zesty Watermelon Salad, and it's bright, it's refreshing, and I don't know, there's some things that's a little bit unexpected that we're gonna mix in here you may not have been thinking about when you add into watermelon. So I'm excited for you to kick it off and share with us what we have.
Okay, so I have our diced watermelon already in our pretty bowl.
Yeah, I gotta talk about watermelon.
Okay, let's talk about watermelon.
So watermelon, I think almost everybody knows it's great for hydration. It is about 90% water. But what a lot of people don't know is that it also has an amino acid that supports healthy circulation and exercise recovery. So you might have a lot of people, you'll hear them like drinking watermelon juice after a workout. That's why.
Yeah.
And it has a little potassium, a little bit of vitamin C, a perfect summer addition.
Yes, I love watermelon.
Yes.
So I have to tell a story on watermelon. When I was growing up, the way that my dad would test a watermelon to see if they were, well, first of all, you wouldn't even really buy a watermelon until like June 15th.
Oh.
Until the teens.
The tea.
You wouldn't even buy watermelons, right? That's when everything got harvested and they would be flowing with color, vibrant, just super sweet, super delicious, different kinds. This one is actually a black diamond watermelon. There's different varieties, but the way he would test it was so funny. And I was like, what are you doing? He would walk up to, let's say there's a big bin, like they have it at H-E-B. They're just all in a big pile. And he would start patting. Then one would be like real deep sounding.
Yeah.
He'd be like, that's
the one.
Hollow, deep sound.
Oh.
Is what I learned to pick a good watermelon.
And did you find out why?
I guess because, I don't know if it was because there was more like water in it then or something.
Yeah.
No, because I don't know that he even had a reason other than that's the way he tested them. And I'm telling you, 99% of the time, they were delicious.
Oh, and they had flavor. Yeah, because it's a bummer when you buy a watermelon and you're like, it has no flavor.
Yeah, and that'll happen to you a lot, I feel like, in the winter. If you buy them when they're not.
Who's buying watermelon in the winter?
Oh, you'd be surprised. They're out there, you know, especially the little bitty ones are not so bad, you know, but a bigger one, no.
Yeah.
No.
I definitely think of watermelon summer. They go hand in hand.
Yeah,
they're going on the boat, they're going by the pool, they're like everywhere.
And you can freeze them too.
Yeah.
Make it like popsicles.
Yeah, watermelon
They
pops.
love that. So to it, we're gonna add mango. Love mango.
Love mango. We were just talking, she was talking about frozen mango. Delicious. So I'm gonna say this thing about fruit, because I do hear it from clients. They'll be like, I don't eat fruit. They're like, why don't you eat fruit? And they're like, because it has carbs, it's bad for you. We must smash that myth. Fruits are excellent for you. They provide so many nutrients. The thing that might be true is sometimes you don't want to, I always say, maybe don't eat your carbs naked. Like if you need blood sugar regulation or that's something that you're really watching, you want to pair it with a healthy fat or a protein, which we're doing today. So there's some truth in that aspect that it could spike blood sugar, but do you need to ignore fruit? No, you want all the goodness that fruit has, the ripeness, the juiciness, the antioxidants, the vitamins, the minerals, all the things. So do not fear the fruit.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yes.
So if we're pairing it with a healthy fat and possibly a protein, does it matter on the time of day that you have fruit? Or can you have fruit when you want to have fruit?
Listen, I'm gonna go, you have fruit when you want to have fruit. Like, know your body. To thy own self be true, right? What works for you may or may not work for me. I might have different internal issues happening than you.
Right.
So it's always good. This is one of the things I always say, whenever we hear something, and it's the new trend, or it's, you know, kind of touted as what we all want to be doing. Like, let's just say lemon juice in the morning, you know, lemon water. I do like that one. But the first thing you always want to do is like, is it true? Like,
True.
You know, you don't eat fruit at night. Is it true? Maybe for some people it's true.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some scientific stuff backing it, but is it true for you? That is the bigger question. How does it affect you?
Yeah.
And then you go from there. But great question.
Oh, well, thank you. And speaking of our healthy fat, here we go.
Yes. This is the key, honestly, is really pairing those carbohydrates to slow the digestion, slow the spike down with a healthy fat or protein. If you need, you know.
And then we're gonna sprinkle in mint.
Yes.
And this one doesn't have a dressing. It has just fresh lime juice that you put over it.
See, this one, again, just in the last series, Susan was talking, and we didn't cook anything, right? These are just salads.
Yes.
But once they all start combining, the smell, it's like it starts to absorb, it starts to kind of come out, and you can just instantly, like this one, the mint is exploding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and mint, okay, so there's several things about mint that, if you're like in a restaurant and you get some mint or whatever, and you're like, you taste your water or whatever, and you can't taste it, so you can pull it out, and if you just slap mint, the flavors come out. You can tear mint, but if you just slap it, put it back in there, the oils will be releasing in the mint, and you'll have that flavor.
Good to know. Listen, what we've learned about Susan and her family, they like to slap their food.
Yes, we do. Just slap our family. Oh, well, here. We're going to take a picture, but I just want to show you guys how pretty this looks, and it smells wonderful.
Yeah, and this is another one, like you're having guests over, you can make this in advance.
Yeah.
Right? You don't like make it in advance, pull it out. It's a showstopper.
Right.
It's so pretty.
Right.
And it's just going to be cooling and refreshing.
Yes, and we're going to, you can top it with some chili lime.
Yeah.
And that's so good. It's a seasoned blend here that we found at Trader Joe's. Or you could do, Tajín. I call it tahini, and she calls it Tajín.
It's Tajín. Tahini is paste.
Okay, sorry. I get them like mixed. So you can do with either one, because I was telling her when we go on vacation, when our kids were younger, we would be on the beach and they would have these like popsicle cucumbers and popsicle mangoes. And they would sprinkle that on the top of them. Oh my gosh.
So good.
So delicious.
Yeah, it gives it a little kick.
Yes.
It ramps it up a little bit. So yeah, sprinkle it on or have it there so your guests could sprinkle on, you know, depending on what they like.
Right. And then you can serve this with your protein of choice, right?
Yes.
And even some, if you needed some greens, you know, you could chop up like you love chopper, add some greens. And then I also made us a watermelon mint water. That kind of threw me off when I said watermelon. I forgot water. But you can, if you wanted this to be a sparkling water, that would just add a little more zest to it. You could also pop some lime in there. Yeah, it would be very delicious.
Yes. She actually has a little watermelon ball in there.
I do.
Yeah.
Can you see? Probably not.
Super summery. Like everything about this screams it's summertime, and we are here for all the things to enjoy. So we gave you three very different type of salads. We started with one summer salad, but a little heartier.
Yes.
And then we worked our way to something a little bit lighter, different textures and flavors. And then this one is full blown. We are at the pool, we're at the beach, we're on the boat, we're doing the things.
Yes. Total hydration in here. Oh my goodness, it's just full of, this is a lot of flavor here with that mint.
Yeah.
It's gonna be delicious.
And none of them took a long time to make at all, especially with Susan's little mandolin tricks that she shared with us throughout. How long would you say it took you to chop the watermelon?
It's a little time consuming, you know, but what I would suggest, my little baller that I made the watermelon balls is a little too big.
Yeah.
But if you had a smaller one, I would just go
Just doing the ball.
I would do that instead of dicing it up.
See?
Unless you have some sort of a tool that cuts a watermelon.
And they're out there. Like we talk about, kitchen tools can be
Yeah.
your best friend. You want to find one. Like if
Yeah.
you are on a budget or time, like you have space limitations, you want to find one that, you know, is going to kind of
Yes.
multi-purpose. So I love the little scooper idea.
Little scooper.
'Cause
Because
you
like
can
I
use
said,
that.
these are way too big for a salad.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Well, we hope you enjoy these salads. Please let us know. Share with us when you make them. We love to see your photos. We always thank you for sending those in. We do this live so you can see it put together. We don't do the chopping and stuff because, well, we figure you don't, we want to save you time. But we love to test them, but we think this will be truly a great series to help you get through the summer and not only please your palate, but it's going to please your guests and it's going to look beautiful.
Yes,
All of them.
Yes. And you know, we're always open for suggestions. If there's something that you're wondering how to make or, you know, you just want a little more guidance, please put it below and tell us. Tell us what you want us to try to make.
Yeah, I want her to do a whole chopping series with the
Woo!
mandolin.
Yeah, which we probably will. And like I said before, earlier, I said we'll invite our expert with the chopper.
Yeah.
We can invite Anna back and
Yeah.
have her do a whole series
A
of
whole
different
series.
things you can chop with their mandolin.
Yeah.
And you don't have to injure yourself like I did the first time I used a mandolin.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
old-fashioned mandolins are
They're
dangerous.
scary.
Yeah. All right, as always, thank you for being a part of our series. Thank you for being here. We have one ask is that you like and subscribe to our channel so that you get notified when we do come out with new recipes, and share for anyone that you know could use a little bit more of the power of plants on their plate to really help them live life fully longer because they're going to have the energy, the health to do so. Yeah. All right, that's it.
That's it.
All right,
That's a
thank
wrap.
you. Bye.
Bye.